There's a lot of agents out there that are very entitled. And what I mean by that is this. If a buyer says to them, if I don't find the right house, then I'm going to keep looking. And that agent may say, well, if that buyer's not serious, I'm not going to give that buyer my time and my energy. My time and my energy is worth a lot more than a buyer that's insincere. I get what they're saying, but every buyer is going to push you off a little bit before they let you in. Now, if that over-entitled realtor seems to think that that buyer pushing them away, and they can't put their ego aside to say, hey, you know what? I'm going to give this guy the breathing room. I'm going to give them the respect it is that they're asking for. That agent's not going to do a lot of deals. Here's the one thing that we are as a team, and I said this to someone the other day. We are scrappy as individuals. We are a scrappy team. Meaning, and I don't mean that in a bad way, I don't mean like scraps. I mean that we are ready to fight for every dollar. We are ready to compete with every single agent out there. If a buyer tells us they're not quite ready yet, we don't give them the cold shoulder and say, well, you're not serious. Let me know when you're serious. I'm just going to go back home right now and sell nothing. We're going to be like, hey, what is it that's going to make you serious? What is it that you're looking for? We are fighting for everything right now. We are fighting for price reductions if you have sellers. We are fighting to have sellers serious about selling their home and keeping the home on the market. We are fighting to have our sellers look at offers that have a home sale condition. We are scrapping every single day. We are scrapping to keep our appointments alive. How many times are we rebooking appointments, trying to get people to commit to the initial appointment? We are fighting for every buyer out there who tries to lowball a property, but they don't understand that that's not market value and the seller's probably not that desperate. We are scrappy. That's what I mean. And I think that's a great trait to have as salespeople. Because I know if I'm buying a house, if I'm buying a property, I want an agent that's going to go the extra mile, not somebody that's going to give me a cold shoulder with ego, walk away just because they didn't like how I responded to something. That should be my initial response. For us to be over-entitled to think that a seller or a buyer is going to reveal absolutely everything financially in their heart, what their desires are, buying a home, doing arguably one of the biggest financial transactions of their life, are we that arrogant to think that they're just going to divulge all of that to us in an instant? Let's be bigger than that, and we are bigger than that. And that was my message to a lot of those people. I'm like, you guys have too much ego. Not us, them. I said, you guys have too much ego. I said, you want the buyer to just bend over for you right away. It doesn't happen like that. You have to work the buyers properly.